Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, back in my campaign playthrough of TerraTech's update version 1.1.06 at this point. And later in there we're going to be up at 1.2 because they've been making some pretty good headway. But as you can see here, we're just testing out an idea, stretch out that sky anchor build or beam there. But I do want to welcome you and thank you for joining me as it heads on up. You can see there, it's stretching out pretty good, but we just got to see how far it will stretch. Because when I first heard sky anchor, I thought I'll be able to get something up in the air, like fly it up there, and then anchor anywhere. I was thinking up in the clouds kind of thing, right? So I was hoping, but that's not necessarily the case. But this is working, so, you know, we're up this high already. It's got me wondering how much higher we can raise this up, because that bottom tech that's raised it is not at the build limit yet. So let's just see if we can add to it. And you note we paused our conveyors. We don't want to have anything mess up on us. Even got a little bounce out over there when we added that one. So we'll try and get this built right up to the max build limit. Yeah, make sure we put a cab on it too, because, well, I tend to, like, not, and then things fall apart. I make boo-boos and such. So yeah, if you're going to have multi-techs, always remember cabs on each one, each piece, before you detach them. There, we'll get this all topped up. Goes up there pretty high, doesn't it? It's actually getting pretty hard to see. I wish we could have a little farther zoom out when we're anchored, just because we can't have a full max build limit build and be able to see all of it while anchored or not in build beam. I think it'd be handy if we would be able to. But look at that, oh, it's shaky down there. It's going to tear out. Oh no. I think it'd be like an elastic and just come up, hit the bottom of that little cart tech, and then shoot it up to like the moon or something. That'd be freaking sweet. I'd laugh my arse off for a few minutes at least. Especially if I was in the little tech that got shot. That would be killer. But look at this. So we're up here, way up in the air. I can see over there. But yeah, that worked out pretty good. I'm liking that. Pause that before we do anything. It might just mess up our little test here. But yeah, that's awesome, because my idea is pretty much based on this working. So it gives me a whole new deal now. I'm liking it a lot. It's going to make it a lot simpler to do what I want now with that in mind than what I was going to do before. And I think it'll actually be able to sustain what I need this to sustain, if it is to be a success. I don't want to say too much just yet, but aw, dang it. Well, it looks like one of the conveyors got mix-matched while it was being built. But anyway, we know it works. Because the main thing is that it can push stuff up in the air. It's not so much about bringing it back down to the ground. So, but that does keep it, you know, it's possible. We know it'll work now. Or I know it'll work. So let's get this all figured in here, built up. Get her all done nicely. As you can see, we had a little time to kind of set up for some money, because we do need the money. Trying to get everything all figured in here, and so now it's just a matter of getting this started. This is going to be like our center, so we got to get it rounded out. Kind of want to keep most of the weight down at the bottom. This is going to be like the stopper. And I figure if most of the weight's down there, that'll help keep the, I don't know how to describe it. It'd be like throwing a bowling pin up in the air. The heavy end's always going to want to be at the bottom. Help with the balance. I thought this might look cool too, but it's actually kind of an iffy one, because it's most likely, yeah, they lean out just a bit. And I don't want them leaning in, so yeah, it's kind of rough. It looks kind of cool though. I was thinking of ways on how I can make this work, but for the most part, it's not going to work for my overall idea, so we're going to lose them. But I just wanted to see the crown look, you know, see what it does look like. It was going to be king of the skies. Get this rounded up a bit more. Now we got all our, well, all the solar gens for now in there. Give this a whirl. This idea is kind of a feasible idea, but completely untested as far as this design. Get some batteries in here, so we're hoping for the best, but I'm not gonna get too upset if it fails, just because I know things happen. First ideas are called first for a reason, because they probably ain't gonna be the last. Yeah, I think we got that closed in pretty good. Now, set up and we'll get this to test. Gotta get our rack, or our, I guess we'll call it a rack, around here that'll be able to pull this up in the air. Let's try like this. And that should do us nicely. See, there's a couple ideas I've had with this, is to either have the bottom tech push it up, or have the middle tech pull itself up. So it's not really any difference in the build per se, just the way the conveyors go. Up at the top, wherever you're loading your resources, would change a little bit, of course, but for the most part it would be fairly similar as to each other. But I don't really know if there is a bonus to either or, because I haven't really tried to do this idea. I've had like things go up and down elevator style, the big power plant for Nuteca, things like that, and well, that one goes up and down. But for the most part, it was built to do that. This one's built to just go up, so as far as it going down, I don't know if it's going to make a difference. And there was some different build aspects to the other one that has that working, but I just don't know. This one's, so far, pushing it up has worked. Pulling it up, I don't know if that will work as good, but it's one of those things I'm going to try and keep in mind, so I can hopefully build in such a way where, there it is, that little light of mine, in such a way where I can try both options, if possible. But then if it comes down to other things interfere with that, well, we might just have to go with one or the other. So we'll just have to wait and see what we do get into. Get this all built in so we can actually load our resources with the exact same timing. Everything. We don't want nothing to get ahead of another, because that would really throw a screw into the works, wouldn't it? There, now we get this anchored somewhere. Got to get it out of the way so we can build this up. There. I think that'll be nice. Oop, that ain't gonna work. Got to get our anchor here. So we need our outside anchor. Put that on there. And then in here, put that back on. Geez, I'm losing stuff. It's not good. Get my radar. Now we'll get our sky anchor. Now. What? The other anchor can't activate with this? Oh, what? Alright, so that's a little bit of an issue. You'll get the sky anchors before the other ones will deploy. So we'll just get our little buddy here. We already got one anchored. It's solid. Bang. Nice. I was hoping for that. The question is, how far above the ground can you be before the sky anchor won't anchor itself? That could be a thing. Because this bottom cart thing, I could see making it like a towery looking thing, you know, like the Eiffel Tower kind of idea, where it's all, or power towers, where it's all crisscross steel and all that. That could be kind of neat. But we'll have to see what we get into and get ready for a little test here. Make our save happen, because you should always save. It's a very good idea. Okay, so now, moment of truth here. Let's get something figured out. Make sure that when we do let this bad boy loose, that it's not just going to fall out of existence. Because that would really suck. Wouldn't be able to do it. We'd have to reload it. Okay. So I think we're good. Should be, dang it. Guess you forgot to put a cab on the other piece. No, maybe not. No. There. Make sure this time, though. There we go. Got a cab right up front now. Now, let's try it. It's going to work for us. It's going to be nice. And go. Huh. Well, isn't that something? So this looks like that old bug that I ran into a while ago, where if the techs are too big and they're trying to split, it really becomes down more critical on what one's bigger, where they're placed, what cab was in first, positioning of the cab. There's a whole whack of things that can actually interact with this little bug and change its outcome. So what I'm going to try here is I'm going to have the outer case be the first tech on this build. Now that I've replaced this one, this will make it the second tech. So we'll see if that makes any difference for us. Get our sky anchor back on. So now the lower on the yellow rack, that one's first. Okay, so I forgot to put the dang holder under it. Man, that hurts. So we'll reload that and yeah, let's try that again now with the holders in place. Okay, cool. Separated nicely. I'm liking that. Alright, everything looks right. I think all our conveyors are going the right direction. Okay, let's see. Put this to just normal speed. Turbo usually messes these things up. It's just too fast, too jerky, things jam up. Oh, here we go. Nice. Caught in there good. That's going good. I'm liking that. And I'm still have this on normal speed on the conveyors through the pacemaker. I didn't speed that up at all. I just sped the video up. There, now let's see. We got a little bit of a wait, I guess, because, well, there's a bunch of solar gens inside that we can't see, but as long as that one will open, we know we're good. Should be. We got the the beams still connected to the ground. But, you know, just as a final test. It's always good to be sure, right? Because this thing counts on being able to charge everything all the way through all these multiple techs that are going to be involved in this build. Because if my guess is right, this part, or yeah, this thing here I'm trying to figure out will have 6 pieces. Ah, there we go. Nice. But yeah, it'll have 6 pieces, and there'll be more that can attach to it. So it'll be kind of a central hub, if you will. But we're going to see how it all plays out. I got my general idea. It's weird how the anchor jiggles when you're going down way more than when you're going up. Huh. Well, it drops her right down in place nicely. Even get the resources back. See, that's another thing I've been wondering. Do I want to keep it so the resources can be retracted out of their little pockets? Do I want to trap them in? But I'll have to get to the point and see what are features that we do need and everything else. But this is a rough idea that I want to go with. Keep it as close together, or like in the set. No. Dang! Yep, that's still gonna get us, I guess. Even with the cabs swapped around. So I think what we could do is, well, maybe it's just too tight. Too much. No, it's still not working for us. Huh. So, okay, maybe our centerpiece is just too big compared to the other now, because we built that center column. So, I don't know, maybe, that's a little bit of a conundrum. I'm not sure what I should do. it's got me kind of thinking this might not work out the way I was hoping. So to have that centerpiece, I'm going to have to make this in such a way that it can work as a complete tech. So if when all that is, those bugs are dealt with, it can be brought in, deployed with a hit of X. After you load in your resource, and it'll work perfect then. Cool. But it's also going to need to be built for use right now, which is going to mean things are going to have to be movable, flyable, and put into placeable. If that's a word, I'm not sure, but maybe we just created one. Heh, cool, eh? So it's little things like this that come up when you get into multi-techs and big builds and all that. And also they take a lot of money. And especially when they're done in campaign. So as you can see here, we've been mining like crazy. We're up to like almost 48 million bucks. We've ran most of this field out. There might be the odd one that's still pumping, but I think it might be time to move on, mosey on to newer pastures and different territories, and we'll get our hustle on though a little bit. Well, look at this guy. He's just waiting. He's like, oh, I'm going to scavenge up whatever they leave over. It's all going to be mine. And then we just take him out. Whoa, what's this feller doing? Nothing right now. He's getting picked up is what he's doing. He's been magnetized. Got a magnetic personality. Another one, eh? Jeez, I'm trying to clear out of here. You think you'd like to see me leaving? I think they just want my parts. Man, they're everywhere. I don't remember having this much problem while it was making money. Get moving over there. Yeah. Look at all that cash here, though. We found a new field. So yeah, we've been kind of jumping all over the place, just setting up when we want to build and doing all this little things, and kind of just trying to keep on the move so we can keep building money while we keep building that big tech. And hopefully we can find spots that allow us where it's not going to just lag right out too horribly, but we'll see how it goes. But I did want to take a little bit of a break from that big build and build up a new little hover guy, because I think a hover would be kind of fun. And if I can get it to hover at just a decent height with the right forces behind it, maybe it won't be too lightweight, it'll die real quick. We'll get some good bubbles in it and some weaponry, and try and have all the important goodies in here. Now I'm not going to be looking for doing flips or nothing with this one, so we're going to gyro this little bad boy right up. Keep it kind of rigid so it stays flat, but it can kind of bank and stuff when it comes to hills. Because I find when they're too rigid, the hovers can't help it negotiate the transition between the flat ground to the hill. So you want it to kind of like lean and tilt a little bit at least, but not flip right over. And I'm also going to use these, which I don't really use very much, just because they are big and they don't really have the attach points I'd like for something that size. But for the most part, I try to use a bit of everything in my experiences, at least as much stuff as it'll fit. But the one thing I do want this tech to kind of be able to do is to clean up. Because I figure it'd be a little quicker if I could just hover around. I'd be a faster tech than anything driving. And then I'd be up above, so everything should just come up and underneath. Hopefully wouldn't get stuck on stuff. Might be good. But it might also throw me around in the air like crazy because of the forces it has and me not being grounded and probably being lighter. And you tilt me too much, my hovers push me, and all this other great stuff that can happen to our little guy, and things we're going to find out and learn about as we go. But yeah, the other thing is keeping all the batteries and everything else within reason so we can still be battle ready. Because I don't want to go out there too lightweight and then end up getting destroyed because a little guy snuck up on me. That's embarrassing. That's really, really embarrassing when that happens. Go a little like that, maybe. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of had a shape in mind when I started this, but that went right out the flipping window. It did. I was kind of going to go for more of a UFO, like a disc look. But then I was like, yeah, let's try this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do here. Yeah, that's cool. And then now we've got more of an oval. We'll see if we can round it out a little bit. There, now we're balanced a little better. I got a feeling we're gonna end up with something like a football. Not what I'm going for, but I got a feeling that's what we could end up with. Need something in there. Huh. How do we want to do that? Maybe that? Yeah, that could work. It's the other thing, you really got to worry about balance on these things. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. That seems to kind of work nice. Alright. Maybe magnets? They could be interesting, eh? But I got a feeling that's really going to throw me around. See if I can get them a little closer here. I really don't want them sticking out too far, because the farther out they are, more likely they are to actually be able to rip me around. Now, I'm really not sold on them. As you can see, we just got rid of them. Yeah, that's pretty maneuverable, actually. Kind of like this so far. So yeah, we just want to make sure we get enough fuel in it. So we're going to try these ones. Hopefully they're comparable to the Hawkeye fuel tanks. Because they're like my favorites for fuel needs. A lot of it's because of all the attach points they have. But I can see me needing a bunch of those, so we're going to stock up just a touch. Have a few extras in stores, you know. So yeah, I think that's about the width I want. Now, how can we fill this in? Make it useful, make it kind of neat looking even. And you know, have a good old fashioned attack hover. I don't know if I'd call it a scout or not so much a battle tech either. So yeah. I don't know. If you guys got any suggestions on what we should call this, let me know. Throw her down in the comments there. While you're down there, you know, if you happen to enjoy what you saw, throw a like. And if you really want to keep in tune with what we got going here and also help out the channel, you know, subscribe, ding that bell, share with a friend, or 500 of them, depending what you got, you know. All the help, it does help. And all the awesome you guys bring to my little channel and any other little channel is always appreciated. I do hope you know that. See, now we're getting back a little more to like the disc shape. So we might be able to kind of tie this up. It'd almost be kind of neat if we had the flat corner shape on the end of these the three long curve, I forget what they're called, the curved white blocks anyway from Better Future. If you could have like a rounded radius on there but not be curved at the back like the corner ones are. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know, I'd have to show it, but I'm gonna keep building for here right now. I'm not sure how exactly to explain it, but if you know what I mean. Like just the end would be rounded so it would match up with one of the single rounded Better Future blocks. I think that'd be a better way to describe it. There, now we need some more firepower because, well, I do like to be effective. Yeah, that cleans that up pretty nice with those. They're another block I haven't really used a whole lot, those curved ramp-like ones. Yeah, I don't know if I like that there, but we'll give her a little bit of a look, see if it does pass the test. For now, I could deal with that. But we'll see what else we get into as we build, because things change all the time. That's kind of neat, but I wish they matched up better between the two. I wish we had a too long, the aimable laser with the corner there, instead of it just being straight out the front. That'd be a big help from that design there. Yeah, I think if we put that out on the ends, it would be a lot more effective for what we want. Something like that. And now we just got to fill in all the little gaps. Because techs like these, you want to get as much out of them as you can, so you get longer battery life, you get better speed, you get better agility, and just overall better firepower handling and all that. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with some of these, because I do like the lasers. I like the sounds of them too, the sound effects and all that. But then I also do like how good they seem to work. Because these lasers, they pop a cab real quick. Let's get that in here. A couple more blocks around in there. Now having these lasers down kind of in the way of the ball might come back to haunt me later. But if it does, we can always readjust things and we'll figure it out. It's just a matter of time. There, we'll go right around them. I'm hoping with the round discus shape on top that'll help them, the blocks go around and not get jammed, but we'll see. You can never know until you know. But like there, just got her saved again. Always making sure I back up whatever I've done. I usually get my snapshots and the game saved all at once, so I know where I'm going to lose. If I do lose, crashes and freezes, they happen. Don't get left out with losing all your work. Save your stuff regularly. There. I'm going to have this kind of a countersunk cab, so then it can be exposed, but it can still be somewhat protected while exposing itself. That doesn't sound great. Yeah, I figure it's a good way to use up some more batteries. Get some more in here so we can have that longer battery life that we do enjoy. Yeah, something like so. A little bit there. Over here. Yes, turn it. Nice. Work with me. Cool. All right on. Yeah. Something like so, and like so. Huh. Yeah, I think that'll work. It seems like it wants to work good. Let's fill these in here. So I don't want to be that unprotected. Hopefully these little bubbles are enough. Yeah. I probably should have went with the Hawkeye ones though. At least then you get a nice big comfort zone. Put one of them in there. Take a couple more, please. There. They're more for the look though, not so much as their performance, because they are a small battery. And I'm pretty sure if I remember right, they blow up kind of easy. So there. Hey, yeah, that works out pretty nice. I kind of get the feel of it. I can see it being effective. Fair bit of firepower, especially we get on top of something or close enough where those lasers can touch them. They is not going to have a good day. There, make sure we get all our stuff. Yeah, I'm going to have to go get that unlocked at some point. I have to go back and do some crafting and get it all done with. But yeah, I am going to put some AI on this. Just in case I anchor it and it can be its turret. Since it's a hover, it'll be able to turn and everything pretty nicely, I believe. Now, what else could we do? Put these up in here, we'll get a little better turning. Put the small ones there. Some in there. For the most part, I think that's probably better than having those little batteries. Like, look at that. That improves it pretty good. I'm liking this. Now, if I could just get a little higher on the hover height, that'd be awesome. Just to get over the trees by a few extra feet. Oh, get back here, little fella. Ah, I've gotten you. Hold on, settle down. Beautiful. Works nice. So, Yeah, another little guy. Oh, he didn't even leave nothing for me to pick up. Yeah, over. Ooh, big guy. Or bigger guy. He was bigger, but not now. So yeah, so far so good. This thing's... Ow. Oh, they're shutting down. That's another reason why I didn't go back to building the big one. I knew this field wasn't going to last too long. So I figured we'll just build up this new one that I've been wanting. And now we just got a little bit over here. And I don't know, we might be able to set something else up. Make some extra monies, but for the most part I think we've maybe mined a lot of this area out. But we haven't fully checked yet, so we just kind of found a good section, had a lot of mining opportunities for us, and we took them. Because here we still got some mines working. So we may even, I don't know, maybe we'll let them run out. We might just clean them up. It's hard to say. It depends on what we get into. And if there's only a couple and the little gauges are real low, we'll take them out. But what I want to do is see if I can get some resource handling abilities on this. Because it'd be nice to have it able to pick up blocks and resources, deliver them wherever. Because I have been thinking up a new receiving station for when I get doing those quick setups where I don't put the little sales units around everywhere. So you can just run through and you can dump mass loads, bigger load than what that harvester there will handle. And hopefully quickly, no troubles, won't get jammed up on the resources and stuff is what I'm hoping. Whoa, 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 what are you doing, buddy? Jumping us, eh? Did they ever make a mistake? It's like 2-on-1, you fool. But yeah, this just ain't working with the resources or like this. I think they're reacting with the hovers under there. So now my next wonder is, will resources react with them? Yeah, I think maybe. It's kind of hard to drive. Oh, get them. Nice. I didn't know if that was going to work out for me. That was close. But yeah, they're making me go move and stuff ways I don't want. So anyway, maybe we won't be able to pick up resources, but we can battle, we can clean up blocks, we can get rid of a lot of wasted time traveling in between locations. But I still don't think I'd want to use this for setting up the locations, just because they do hover around, they'd slide around a bit, and well, it's not as versatile for that situation, since it can't handle the resources. But I'm thinking right around in here, as we're kind of just putting and cleaning up, we're going to call this one at an end. So as always, until that next time, just keep being that awesome, keep having a good one. Bye.